And it's also a study we're reporting on environmental education. And we're looking at the influence of Nollywood on students' learning outcomes relating to global warming, to ozone layer depletion. Three presenters, the other two are able to be here, and thanks to Bill, who's over there, for permitting that I should make this presentation in spite of the lead author not being here. We have Hollywood in the US. We have Nollywood in Nigeria. Just like you have Bollywood in India. All these wood things are just film industry. And we find that in Nigeria, like I suspect, in most other places, our youth are very keen about all these films. Lagos, where I'm based, the estimate is that about 2/3 of the youth in Lagos, they love to watch Nollywood films. And if you give them a choice between a film in science and Nollywood film, they of course close their eyes to the film in science and watch Nollywood films. So what did we decide to do? We said, look, why don't we partner with the actors, the star actors in Nollywood? Let's get them, since the youth love Nollywood and they love the actors. If we bring the actors to teach our students difficult concepts in science, including the environment, which is a subset of the larger study, then we may be lucky to have them lower their anxiety level, increase their attitude towards science. So our group, our research group, is called the Lagos State University Science and Technology Education Research Group. We decided to partner with the Nollywood actors. We sent an invitation, they have a guild. We sent an invitation to them and they were quite pleased, to come to the meeting which you have there. These are the star actors of Nollywood, multi-million naira persons, exceedingly rich. So these are some of them. The person this person here, on the left, on top, is an actor. When he shows up on the screen in Africa, everything stops. He's one of the leading actors in African Magic, Nollywood, and all the others. And the one at the bottom of that, the lady I took a selfie with, is also one of the very leading actors. The little boy that you see there, you recognize him, is it's like a clown. And when he comes on screen, people love to watch him. And the last picture that you see there is that first person that I mentioned I took a selfie with. So climate change in Nigeria, like everywhere else in the world, we're having the impact. In the northern part of Nigeria, we have desert encroachment is coming down very fast. And in the south, like in Lagos where I live, erosion, coastal flooding issues. Some of our students attribute this to, just a small proportion though, to religion. Religion as a cause of global warming, cause of ozone layer depletion. But we believe that if we can use the instrument or power of education, to turn their perception around. So why did we do this though? We wanted to experiment the use of the film that Nollywood actors will have produced relating to global warming and the environment, and see whether it will help to enhance the knowledge, the attitude of our students, and also performance in those concepts. So the major research question is there: will a Nollywood film that is cast within the topic of environment, of global warming specifically, and ozone layer depletion, will it enhance achievement, make the attitude of students better? By the way, like I said, this is just a strand of several other studies. We conducted a preliminary study to find out the topics that our students find difficult in physics, in chemistry, in biology. And so we already have several films that have been produced by these actors that we were implementing in the other studies. So we had just two groups, quite a straightforward design, an experimental that we gave the Nollywood film to on global warming and ozone layer depletion, and the other group. And it was a mixed methods with quantitative and qualitative data gathering techniques. The demographics of the samples we have at the bottom there. We used a number of instruments to gather data on attitude to global warming and ozone layer depletion. And for achievement, we devised a 14-item multiple choice test achievement, these two concepts. We also had an anxiety inventory to find anxiety towards issues relating to global warming and ozone layer depletion, and we also interviewed. So we had the students grouped into clusters of 5. They were mixed ability, mixed sex, cooperative learning groups. And the other group that had the Nollywood film, let me just show you some bit of, let's see the place now. I don't have so much time. I'll just show a little bit of it. That's Yoruba Gwaika means problems in the environment. And on account of my time, I'm going to stop it here, but quite a lot of the Nollywood actors, showed up here to tell the students of this film about global warming, about ozone layer depletion, what are the causes, what are the consequences. One of the many causes the erosion by the wreck has inflicted on this community. So the students in the treatment group had this film. They watched it for 30 minutes because there are several episodes in the series. They watched for 30 minutes each time and then discussed this. They had some discussions with the teacher, negotiating the meanings of the concepts presented there. What are our findings? Well, we found with regard to attitude towards global warming and ozone layer depletion, we found gender difference in favor of the boys, and there was the two groups were significantly different. The experimental group students, in line with what we predicted, showed better attitude towards taking action with regard to ozone layer depletion and global warming. On the achievement measure, we found gender difference. We also have difference between the two groups. On willingness to take action, okay, you have global warming. You know the consequences. At your local level, are you willing to take action? The group, the experimental group, indicated that yes, significantly more than the control group. With regard to perceived personal threats of the phenomena, ozone layer depletion and global warming, the experimental group also showed that, oh, this is quite a threat, ostensibly on account of all the dangerous things that were shown on the film. The qualitative outcomes are indicated here in terms of interview data that we collected, and they all help to support what we were figuring would be the outcome of this study. So what are our conclusions? We tentatively, because it's small sample size, we ran the experiment for about a month. We found that getting the Nollywood actors to share their experiences with the students on these two concepts had some positive impact on their attitude towards global warming and ozone layer depletion. But the findings, as we noted here, should be taken with caution because there were several limitations, to the study. We have started replicating this study in settings outside Lagos because our science and technology education research group is spread, all over the country. So we're getting to find out whether the results will replicate. And we are doing a more rigorous analysis of the films, and we try to switch actors in some of the episodes. Like I showed you, somebody who is not so tall there, like a comedian. He's now trying to produce films on the environment with humor. And we shall be presenting, I think on Monday, some aspect of our findings on that. So that is the long story. This is short. That's the long and short of the story of this presentation. Thank you.
We have time for questions.